So your daughter wants to enter the exciting world of pageantry. Hey, congratulations. You just got a little bit poorer. Hey, what's up? It's CJ. Welcome back to the channel. And this video is going to cover four main areas of cost to consider for pageants. Something that I think will help our first time pageant parents out there. And the four areas are entering the pageant. What's it going to cost to enter a pageant? Second area is going to be the outfits. What do you need and some associated costs with that. Next area is going to be hair and makeup. Yep, we're going to talk about that. There are some costs potentially associated with that. And then the last area is maybe an underrated or underthought about area, and that is coaching for pageants. So let's get started with the entry fee. That's going to range anywhere between $500 and $1,500, just depending on what pageant you're entering, what system you're going into. But there's definitely going to be a cost associated with that, so you need to be aware. And then kind of a subheading underneath that cost is what you can see here, this hotel room. Of course, you got to stay for the actual pageant, so you have to be somewhere for that. Typically, the pageant system is going to have a block of rooms somewhere. This happens to be the Embassy Suites in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We got a reduced rate there, but still costs associated with staying. And then a subheading, so to speak, is actually watching your kid compete at the pageant. Yes, you're going to need wristbands, tickets, whatever the pageant system is calling them. But the bottom line is you're paying to get in the actual pageant as well, anywhere between $20 and $50 and maybe a little bit more. So just be prepared for that. Okay. Second thing I want to talk about is outfits. Hey, you can see my daughter's red bow dress here. This was her interview outfit. There's really three main outfits you need in most of the pageant systems we've seen. That's an interview outfit, that is a ball gown, and then something called fun fashion. But the bottom line is you can expect to be paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for outfits. And yes, I mean thousands, okay? So just be prepared for that. Because that's a cost that I had not really considered before we got our daughter involved in pageants. The next area I want to talk about is something coming up here is a routine. Yes, a kid needs a routine in order to compete in pageants. They have to do a specific walk. There's patterns that are associated with pageants depending on the system, and your kid needs to know how to actually walk at the pageants. They don't just walk like they normally do at school or something. They're doing a pageant walk. Well, that is done by coaches. They put together the routines. There's all sorts of coaches out there. We've had some wonderful coaches, but you can expect to be paying somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 an hour, if not a little bit more, for coaches. So just be prepared for that. One of the main areas they work on is, of course, this walk right here, but it's also interview prep as well. The kids are giving interviews to people that they've never met, and those are a big component of who comes out on top at pageants. So be prepared for paying for coaching. And then the last area I want to talk about is hair and makeup. Of course, my daughter's 9 years old. She's in a natural pageant system, so makeup's not a big deal, but hair definitely needs to be done. If you can do it yourself, great. But if not, be prepared to pay, and that's going to be hundreds, again, if not over $1,000 for hair and makeup. But here's that finished product. Oh, doesn't she look beautiful? Miss Lookout Mountain, Tennessee, 2025, Soraya Jones.